If you're living in Philadelphia and looking for a cardiologist, I have two that I can personally recommend. But before I jump into it, make sure that you like this video, smash the subscribe button, and let's go. So in the heart of University City, not far from Drexel University, University of Pennsylvania, and Children's Hospital of Philadelphia, is the Penn Presbyterian Medical Center. Now, I've been going to Penn Cardiology for over 20 years, and in that time I had the pleasure of seeing Dr. Feinsmith. And what I love about him is that he really takes his time during the appointment, and he never ends a session until he has answered all your questions and you feel comfortable. So he's wonderful bedside manner, great dry sense of humor, and I know that you'll just love him just as much as I do. Recently, I was introduced to another cardiologist, Dr. DeSouza, and he was the one who changed my pacemaker battery out just a couple months ago, and he's another phenomenal doctor. I can say that just like Dr. Feinsmith, he has a great personality, very comfortable in his presence, and again, always willing to take his time and answer any questions you have. I never felt rushed with him. And I actually just had an appointment with him today, just a follow-up, and he's very knowledgeable, and he is sharing some information on the latest technology coming out with pacemakers. He's talking about, by the time I need a new one, pacemaker that does not have leads that connect to your heart. So it would actually be inserted through a catheter. They can just insert it into the different chambers, and they can just easily extract it and then replace it when you need a new one. So if you're curious to see what a pacemaker looks like, I'm actually one of those sickos that like to hold on to things that probably most people want to discard of. But anyway, this is what I am grateful for that has kept me alive. I think this one lasted about 10 years. What you should know is if you're like me and you had a pacemaker for over 20 years, what the doctor was discussing today is that the leads do get old. They don't work as efficiently as they need to. So he started to talk about, things to consider. This pacemaker, if I had newer leads, it would probably last closer to 15 years. But because I have the older ones, I have maybe 5 or 6 years before I have to get it changed out yet again. And the more times you get cut open, the more chance for infection. He's going to introduce me to a doctor that specializes in extractions of the old leads. Obviously, there's going to be pros and cons with everything that you do. So a con would be when they take out the old leads, could remove a piece of the heart. It could have very serious side effects. But the good thing would be is that, I'd have something more efficient and my battery would last longer. But what I'm excited about is these leadless pacemakers. He said FDA just approved them, and he would be the first one in Philadelphia to start inserting these leadless ones. So I would think by the time that I need a new one, he would have probably done a ton, and it'll just be like clockwork with him, just like it was with him swapping out this battery. So if you have a pacemaker, that's something exciting to look forward to. And he said there is almost a 0 chance of infection having this new pacemaker type. So if you have any questions, drop them in the comments. I'm happy to ask them to my cardiologist next time I see him, which will be in 6 months. I see him every 6 months. So I hope you found this helpful, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.